And now, welcome everybody officially to this session, this new week. Before we move on, did anybody take the buy? Did anybody took the buy that we just hit 250 pips just now? Who took advantage of that? I definitely did. We did some trading this morning. We took some pips, and then finally we got a good intraday trade. 250 pips is a good amount of pips for anybody to make any kind of profit. And so I hope you guys are taking advantage of the trades on the Telegram. And most importantly, I hope you're taking advantage of the sessions. Yesterday, I had to bring up how can I say this? Not rude, but firm aspect. When in the chat, I mentioned if you're not studying the sessions and you expect to take a magical trade, you will not make it through. All right. Because a lot of you like to put the emoji of the head exploding when you lose a trade or this and that. Yesterday we didn't lose a trade. And even though a lot of people put that emoji, it's because they don't take the time to join the sessions, to watch them later, or to study the material that we have. Because if you want to trade or copy trades, you still need to learn that trader's perspective, that trader's way to manage the market, way to manage the trade. And all of that is now available in the academy. You have those tools, use them. All right. Don't expect a magical trade, because if you want a magical trade, you need a copy trading. But if your copy trades manually, then it's a whole different thing. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started, guys. This week, let me see what I'm sharing right here, because I'm not sure. Okay. We are in December. December is a month that is both fast and slow. Fast because we get a lot of news, and then slow because next week or so, the market is going to close completely. You're not going to see a move. You're not going to see anything. Spreads are going to be high. Everything's going to be high. And so we are approaching Christmas. We are approaching New Year's Eve. All of those dates, the market will be completely closed. It's close to the weekend. And so it's just going to be a long week. And for example, tomorrow, we have a lot of news going on. We have literally the main pairs have red folders, GBP and Euro, and most importantly, USD. The US dollar has some major news tomorrow, which are the average hour earnings. We have the non-farm, the unemployment rates, and the PMI. Those alone are really heavy news, which means tomorrow there's going to be a lot of people burning their accounts. And that's the reality. That's the reality that you need to see and acknowledge, because you don't want to be the one burning accounts. All right. So, take good care of your account tomorrow. Don't overtrade. If you're going to trade with a low risk, or don't trade at all, because tomorrow, again, it's a heavy day where a lot of people would and could burn their accounts. Okay. Now, let's move on, because I want to talk about let's see if we have the time, and if not, we'll have to keep it short and then continue tomorrow. But tomorrow we're gonna also analyze the market for the week and potentially finish our session today. So I wanted to talk about the difference between swing trading, intraday, and scalping. It's not the style, it's the mindset. But before I keep going, I want to ask you guys, what kind of trader are you? Are you a swing trader, intraday, scalping, or you just copy trades? Or you don't know any of those? So let me know in the chat. Okay, so we got Patrick saying that he copy trades, but he's also intraday. Okay. Charlotte said intraday. Jan said day and swing trade. Okay. That's good. Swing trade. We don't have any scalpers in the house. Intraday. Okay. Perfect. Now, I'm an absolute beginner. I only use CopyX platform until now. Okay. Welcome. I mean, there's not a right style, and that's why I asked. I just wanted to know what, what you consider yourself with. So I like to talk about this because this is a topic that creates a lot of confusion. I don't know which one I am. I'm used to this, but now I like this, all right? And especially among traders who are just starting out. Even those who've been in the game for a while feel stuck sometimes. And so, what type of trader should I be? Which one is better? Why does something work for others but not for me? I don't know if you ever asked that question before, but I want you guys to understand something. There is no best trading style. Okay. I'm pretty sure I've said this before. There is not the perfect strategy, the perfect setup, the perfect indicator, the perfect trading style. There is not one that is better than the other. There's only the right style for your mindset, your personality, and your current stage. Remember that you're always evolving with the market, you're always moving. So there is only the right style for your mindset, your personality, and your current stage. So have that in mind while you find yourself, stuck. If you want to feel unstuck, you need to find what's right for your mindset, your personality, and your current stage. Okay? So let's talk about the trading styles, just in case a lot of you don't know, or you do know, or maybe you don't have the concept right. So let's talk about what a swing trader is. A swing trader is a person who holds the trades for days or weeks. And let me ask, because I see a lot of swing traders here in the house, what was the longest you held a trade for? For example, for me, last week, I held a trade for an entire week. It was a buy on gold. I exited last Friday, like 3 days ago. So that's not my longest, but that's just the recent one. Now, if you're a swing trader, you can answer this question. What was the longest you held a trade for? Demetrius said 3 weeks. Holy crap. Not a lot of people can hold a trade for 3 weeks. What else? What was the longest trade you held? And don't say a minute. That means you were being a little cardiaco. I don't know that word in English, but it means you like anxiety things. All right, so it looks like Demetrius is the only one that held a trade for long. Jan said 2 days. Okay. What else? Okay, let's move on. Remember, guys, I like participation. So if we have participation, we have a great class. Now, a swing trader is also someone who targets larger market moves, trades with higher time frame structure and macro trends, is not glued to the charts all day. And I don't know if you guys have that issue of checking your phone or your computer every 5 minutes or every hour, hoping that the market made your move. A swing trader usually doesn't look at the graphs at all, just takes the trade and ciao. All right. So what are the pros for being a swing trader? Less stress or less daily stress, fewer emotional decisions, ideal if you have a job, family, or limited screen time. What are the cons? Requires a lot of patience, longer psychological drawdowns, and you must trust your analysis even when price moves slowly or against you. That's really hard, Last week, the market was going down for me at the beginning, but it ended up shooting up. So I had to just be patient and trust my analysis even when the price was moving against me. Now, a swing trader mindset usually says something like, I don't need daily action. I trust long-term probabilities. And remember that trading is all about probabilities. It's not about having the perfect setup, the perfect scenario, the perfect anything. It's about probabilities. A swing trader thinks like an investor, not like a gambler. All right. So let's talk about an intraday. An intraday trader opens and closes trades within the same day, usually. Trade specific sessions, London, New York, Asia, whatever, looks for medium-sized repeatable moves and follows a structured daily routine. Now, what are the pros of being an intraday trader? You get fast feedback. You lose a trade, you're able to see what you did and what you could improve the next day. No overnight exposure, great balance between opportunity and emotional control. Now, cons, requires daily discipline. Without structure, it becomes destructive, easy to fall into over trading. Okay. And that is big. Now, let me know in the chat who here has ever over traded before. gonna raise my hand because yeah, I think every trader has over traded at one point, right? But that's something that we need to always constantly change, right? Now, and that depends on depends on your style. Because if you're a scalper, you're always over trading. If you're intraday, then you don't need to fall for that. And if you're a swing trader, and if you're over trading as a swing trader, then Houston, we have a problem. All right. Now, the mindset on an intraday trader usually says something like, I execute a plan, I don't chase the market. An intraday trader lives off consistency, not the perfect trade. And last but not least, a scalper. A scalper usually trades very low time frames, like 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 50 minutes, targets small for frequent moves, and makes many decisions in a short period of time. Lives by precision and execution. All right. The pros. Let's talk about the pros. Immediate results. That's for those of you that have no patience. Immediate results, minimal market exposure, ideal for highly technical traders. Now, what are the cons? Extremely mentally demanding. Zero tolerance for mistakes. Emotional errors are punished fast. Now, who here, doesn't matter if you're a scalper or not, but who here has ever felt mentally drained because of trading? Because you open a trade and you immediately feel stress. Or maybe 30 minutes have gone by and you still feel stressed that the market is not moving the way you want. Who here has ever felt that stress, the mentally stress from taking a trade? Whether it's in your real account, demo account, doesn't matter. It will hit you, all right? So which style is the best? And if you really want to take away the stress that you're getting every day or every trade that you take, you need to find the style, right? So the best trading style is the one you can execute consistently without getting destroyed mentally. That's exactly what I just said. We need to find the style that will not make you mentally destroyed. It's okay to feel stress. Everybody's supposed to feel stress. Stress is good. It builds, right? Pressure builds diamonds. But you need to find the style that will not destroy you mentally. Because stress is one thing and destroying your mind is another. All right. Remember, we don't chase excitement, we change repetition. Many traders actually fail, or many like swing traders fail because they can't wait. Many intraday traders fail because they can't stop trading. And many scalpers fail because their ego is out of control. And so the problem is not the style. The problem is the person executing the style. And at the end of the day, it all relies on you, not the market, not the perfect strategy, so and so. Now, what do professionals and Wall Street traders usually say about this? Again, this is not my opinion. This comes from institutional traders and professionals. Wall Street doesn't trade with emotions. Professionals don't change strategies every week. I don't change strategies every week. Heck, if I did, I would not make any money. They trade what they understand, what they can repeat, and what they can measure. Remember, guys, repetition is everything, not just in practice, but you need to do what you understand, what you can repeat, and what you can measure. If you're trying to go out of that way, trying to do what you think is right, instead of doing what you understand and you can repeat and you can measure, then it's going to be a lot harder, all right? A lot of traders, we prefer structure intraday and other focus on macro swing trading. There's not a lot of professionals that do scalping. Yeah, we do scalping sometimes, but our main focus usually is intraday, all right, or swing trading. And so we all share one mindset or one thing, which is we want a clear system. We want to stick with the risk management, right? A strict risk management. And we have extreme emotional control. I feel like that's one of the things that a lot of people, haven't received the blessings of trading is because they don't train their emotional control. right? The smartest trader doesn't win. The most disciplined is the one that wins. Okay, is the one that finds the way to have extreme emotional control. Now, how do we adopt a new trading style, right? Especially if you, I don't know, you're scalping, but now you want to do intraday. How do you adapt that properly? Now, if you feel that your current style doesn't fit you, you're focused or you're forcing something that doesn't flow and you're mentally drained all the time, then listen. All right, I'm going to give you a couple steps. Number one, you got to accept your personality. Not everyone is built to stare at the charts for 10 hours, take 15 trades a day, wait 3 days a week for a TP, and that's okay. Step two is reduce the risk. If you want to adopt a new trading style, your confidence is going to be fragile, your execution is going to be unstable, you're more likely to make mistakes. And so you need to lower your risk, protect your capital, and protect your mind while you move from one style to another, okay? Step three, you got to rewire your brain. Each style demands a different mindset. Swing trading demands patience. Intraday demands structure, and scalping demands control. So you can't change your trading style without changing how you think. Number four, more important, give it time. The market owes you nothing. It will not reward any effort you do. Consistency is built, not improvised, okay? And then final message, we'll finish with this. Trading is not about finding the best style. I already said this. It's becoming the person capable of executing a style correctly. Please remember this, okay? Please don't fall for people telling you this is the perfect Telegram chat. You're going to get 100% wins. No. Trading isn't about the perfect Telegram chat or the perfect trade or the perfect strategy or the perfect educator. I'm not perfect, all right? Trading is about becoming the person capable of executing a style correctly. Why do you think people like me and other traders always make money? Because we were able to train ourselves to be capable of executing a style correctly, all right? And so if you feel stuck, this is the moment for you to sit down and find that style, all right? The moment you respect your personality, master your mind, and simplify your process, that's when any style can work. Because my style is not the style that you need to follow. Any style can work. Once you simplify your process, master your mind, and respect your personality. At the end of the day, the market doesn't pay you for knowledge. It pays you for execution over and over again. Let me ask you this question. How long have you been trading? Let me know in the chat. I know a lot of you have said 1 year, 2 years, 3 years before, but I see a lot of new names. So how long have you guys been trading or trying to trade? Okay, so 2 years, 1.5, 6 months, 8 months, 10 months, 9 months trying, 2 months, okay. Now, let's say that you've been trading for a while, but you haven't made money at all, or maybe you have made like 500 bucks, but you now have knowledge, right? A lot of you already know how to put a support and resistance. A lot of you Fibonacci, a lot of you know indicators. Think about this. If the market were to pay you for your knowledge, wouldn't you be rich already? I know a lot of people, not in this chat apparently, but I know a lot of people that have been trading for 5 years and they're not financially free yet because they have a lot of knowledge. And that's good. But the market doesn't pay you for knowing. The market pays you for execution over and over again. So thank you guys for having me here. I did the whole class, so tomorrow will be a day just for analyzing the market and seeing opportunities for the week. But Remember what I said at the beginning. Don't burn your account tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a heavy day with a lot of news. If you don't feel comfortable trading, then don't trade. All right. Tomorrow we'll have our session at 1 hour more than what we had it today. Okay. I'll post it in the Tag Academy so that you guys can enroll. But thank you so much. And remember, join the sessions because you're getting this for free. Honestly, like it's a blessing that Tag is giving you this for free. Share it with others. Have people here in Tag listen to this. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.